German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche wrote in The Gay Science, "Examine the lives of the best and most fruitful people, and ask yourselves whether a tree that should grow proudly tall could do without bad weather and storms." Nietzsche understood long before it was a proven fact that in order to grow and survive storms, a tree must experience fierce winds in its lifetime. Our psyche, just like the tree in the metaphor, benefits from adversity despite sometimes opposing perceptions in our society. Countless untold stories lie buried in the quiet corners of cemeteries, their potential unrealized due to procrastination or fear. Often, feelings of inferiority or fear of judgment hold us back. But these emotions are not merely hindrances to be avoided. Instead, they serve as guides that we should listen to and learn from. In his 2 essays on analytical psychology, Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung wrote, "The sense of moral inferiority always indicates that the missing element is something which really ought not to be missing, or which could be made conscious if only one took sufficient trouble. Whenever a sense of moral inferiority appears, it indicates not only a need to assimilate an unconscious component, but also the possibility of such assimilation. In our modern society, we tend to either avoid these feelings by fleeing into safe spaces or by masking them with a curated version of ourselves that may lack authenticity. In both cases, we suppress these seemingly negative aspects, creating a facade of indifference or feigned happiness. These feelings point to an unconscious component that needs to be integrated, and this requires us to prioritize self-reflection and introspection, as the solution can only be found within ourselves. To address our feelings of inferiority, we must take action and face our fears head-on. Regret often stems not from the decisions we make, but from the opportunities we let slip away due to inaction. It's important to make decisions even or especially when it involves taking risks. Modern society's emphasis on stability and predictability often discourages individuals from embracing the unknown and taking risks. This culture of playing it safe stifles creativity, innovation, and personal growth, ultimately suppressing the untapped potential within each of us. In The Gay Science, Nietzsche wrote, "For believe me, the secret for harvesting from existence the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment is to live dangerously. Build your cities on the slope of Vesuvius, send your ships into uncharted seas, live at war with your peers and yourselves, be robbers and conquerors as long as you cannot be rulers and possessors, you seekers of knowledge. Soon the age will be past when you could be content to live hidden in forests like shy deer. At long last the search for knowledge will reach out for its due. It will want to rule and possess, and you with it." In order to unlock our potential and foster self-improvement, we must learn to embrace adversity, acknowledge our shortcomings, and courageously face the unknown. Unfortunately, our society tends to view suffering as something to be avoided at all costs. We have become conditioned to seek instant gratification and avoid discomfort, neglecting the valuable lessons that can be learned through hardship. Nietzsche, in Beyond Good and Evil, wrote, "You want, if possible, and there is no more insane if possible, to abolish suffering, and it really seems that we would rather have it higher and worse than ever. The discipline of suffering, of great suffering, do you not know that only this discipline has created all enhancements of man so far? Experiencing hardship encourages us to confront our vulnerabilities, develop coping strategies, and build emotional resilience. By facing adversity, we learn to adapt, overcome, and emerge stronger than before. This growth process is essential for cultivating mental fortitude and a well-rounded character." However, modern society often teaches us to avoid suffering and instead seek comfort, leading to hedonistic behaviors that hinder personal growth. But to truly embrace personal growth, we must actively participate in life, face challenges, and take risks. There is no universal how-to guide for facing adversity, as each individual's journey will be unique and shaped by their experiences. In the same way that a seed must be buried in darkness to sprout, sometimes our darkest moments can lead to our greatest growth.